Tennessee or Santa Monica. You've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee. You're always on my mind. And mama, every Saturday I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away, saying, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Valley High School Hockey League. Bringing a view from the Yarmouth Mariners Center. Today's game featuring the hometown Paramba Sharks versus the visiting Forest Heights Falcons. My name's David Doucette. With me today, Mark O'Connell. And Mark, this is game 2 of 3 this weekend. Should be an interesting game, I think, based on what we've seen so far in the season.
Yeah, so far so good. We were talking earlier to the Forest Heights coaching staff, and they've got a strange weekend, as in one game tonight. They're playing Yarmouth tomorrow afternoon. They're looking at swapping goalies from each game. They're looking to play the whole bench. Should be a good matchup.
Paramba, our home team, are in third place in the Valley High School Hockey League with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses. Their last 2 wins were 9-1 versus the Yarmouth Vikings last week, and the week before that, in Forest Heights, they defeated Forest Heights 8-3. So a measure of revenge probably hopeful from the Forest Heights Falcons. Forest Heights, on the other side, are in 6th place with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses early in the season. We're still in the feeling out stages of a season that is 20 games.
Yeah, it's a second place versus a 6th place, and it's probably going to play out close to that. We'll see what kind of home ice advantage PEB gets out of this. Pretty good-sized crowd, people going around in all directions.
PEB always has great support, and that's certainly true. Talking to the coaches, and I know Julien's going to be watching this later, and they're hoping you're going to maybe do him a bit of a favor and scratch maybe Marcel Jacquard and maybe Olivier Dayon. Let him sit a little bit more, and that's the wish list from the Forest Heights coaches, anyway.
You mean the team scoring leaders? They should just sit there.
Yeah, just give him a shift off. Give him a period to watch.
I mean, it would be a friendly gesture.
It certainly would. It certainly would. Starting in net for Paramba tonight is number 31, Simon Doucette. And for Forest Heights, it's number 1, Callum Burgess. And he pretty much has to start, though, because as it turns out, goaltenders, and I am one, so I do not feel bad about saying this, he forgot his gear.
I don't know that the rule says you have to wear gear. I know you have to wear a helmet. But yeah, he made it quite obvious that the goalie with the stuff, he's going to play today.
Well, yeah, that he's going to be playing tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, so somebody's going to be purulating that one down, I think. In terms of people to look for, the captains and assistants for the Sharks. Captain is number 9, Marcel Jacquard, also one of the team's leading scorers, 7 goals, 8 assists for 15 points. The assistant captains, number 12, Colby Dayon, number 14, Caden Dayon, and number 16, Cole Donchemont. Lex Donchemont, number 17, is still out with under concussion protocol for the Sharks. Over on the other side, the captain is, as I look, number 11, Josh Coolin. Assistant captains, number 9, Caleb Joudry, number 12, Hugh Turton, and number 18, Noah Ivanovich. They have a few missing as well, one suspension, one out with an undisclosed lower body injury. That's the way the coaches gave it to us. And nobody's affiliated players are playing. And we're going to have O Canada, and we'll be back for the start of the game. All right, and we're back. We're going to start as the referees are making their rounds and shaking the hands of both coaches. Mark, maybe you can let our viewers know about the leading scores for both teams.
The hometown Sharks, as you mentioned, Captain Marcel Jacquard, he not only leads the team with 15 points, he's also the league leader at 15 points. Second and third on the team, respectively, Olivier Dayon and Samuel Dayon. And 5 players for the lead in scoring for Forest Heights: Alex Hill, Riley Perry, Max Fitch, and Noah Ivanovich.
There you go. We're going to have fun with that name, I'm almost positive.
Good luck with the purple on black sweaters.
Yeah, they're not announcer friendly.
No.
Coming in right now is Joudry behind, taken out of the play by Goodwin. Pass in front, good active stick, breaks that one up at the point, but is fired right back in. Back to Joudry. Joudry, double teamed, loses it to Christensen, who gets it back to the D. LeBlanc on the other end tries to go up along the boards, takes his man out, gets some help from his defense. Up along the boards, good work along the boards though. In front, taken away nicely by Goodwin. He'll use the boards to get it to the point and out. Thrown right back in by Alex Hill, and he'll turn around to make some changes. Nice early change. I like those good quick shifts, especially on the road. You want to get your legs under you. Coming back right away. Good work by De Valère. Tries to chip it forward, can't do it. Bouncing puck, and Dayon is going to pick that up. Samuel Dayon loses it at center ice, but comes right back the other way. Both teams still going back and forth. Off the boards, that cross ice pass from Fitch goes off of a leg, and he tries to duck under a check, so he didn't get all of it, but he got most of it.
He took enough of that.
Ellis goes behind the net. McAlpine up along the boards. Nice lead pass on the near side to Dayon. Oh, bouncing puck off the wall. Didn't quite get the angle correctly, but he's going to pick it up anyway. Back into the corner, being chased down by Samuel Dayon. Ripped around the boards. Hat with it. Sebi Hat goes along the boards. It reverses the other way. It's going to come back to Fitch. Fitch, one of the coach's sons.
Great forechecking on behalf of the Sharks.
That one goes up into the bench, and we got a whistle with 18:11 to go in period number 1. Still waiting for that first shot. A little bit of back and forth, exactly what you want to see early in the game as both teams look to find their legs.
Yeah, they're both moving. They're not acting like it's a big popular 3-day weekend game for them. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just us.
Back to the point. That shot right into the goaltender Burgess, and he covers that up. Doesn't go down.
Looks like it's caught in the pad there. Oh, he found it.
Burgess, the 1-2 record so far this year with a 5 goals against average. Simon Doucette on the other side, 2-1 with a 4.0 average. Both teams use both goaltenders, alternating game to game. There's the first shot of the game, pass in front, steered away, caught up, there's a shot, saved by Burgess. First big save of the game, and he's playing right at the top of the blue.
Top of the crease, comes up, butterflies, takes most of the net away. Shot hits him right in the belly.
First quality scoring attempt of the game, though.
It was.
Face off to the right of Burgess. Colby Dayon wins the face off back. Dayon shot, fans, fires it into an empty corner on the second attempt. Ripped around the boards looking for Hill. Hill protects the puck, gets knocked down. Chipped out to the line, held in nicely though by Nate D'Entremont. Puck's up, 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 and over into the timekeeper's box for another whistle.
Took a while to get the puck out of the box, but they found it.
Face-off obviously fired out by the Falcons as the face-off remains back in their zone. Falcons encroach on the circle. That will get rid of one of the assistant captains. I think it might be Turton. Nope. Number 9, Caleb Jodry. I tell you, those dark purple on black, folks. If you're watching this at some point in the future, Forsyths, I apologize now. Easy glove save from the shot from the point from Cameron. He saw it all the way, like picking apples.
He did. Burgess came right across, not a problem at all.
Once again, face off in the same spot. Christensen gets waved off, replaced by DeBelair. Falcons win the face-off. Can't get the puck out, though. That one swung along to the near side. Held in nicely by Goodwin. Falcons gather the puck. That's Fitch with it. Fitch goes up the far side. Going to be chipped out nicely. Good work, though, at the boards by D'Entremont. Coming back the other way. Soft pass, but nobody there to intercept it. Rink wide the other way. Both teams going for it. They both stopped instead of to avoid the check, so no big collision. Good avoidance of a collision there by Christensen.
That could have been big.
Good forechecking, 2-on-1 the other way. Pass across, well read by number 77, Lucas Cameron. Another attempt, right in front there. Shot just wide. Pass in front again, off of a skate, and it goes wide. Net off the moorings, and that'll be a face-off.
That was a quick shift. The Falcons were really pressing that end. I didn't see you knock the net off. I guess we'll see where the face-off is.
Face-off's inside, so I'm betting it was a goaltender push-off.
Yep.
You hate this early in the period because once that thing comes off once, I mean, it's just little nibbies that are on there. And we've got a number 9, Marcel Jacquard, coming off the ice, holding his wrist. We'll see, kind of keep a lookout for him and whether or not it's just a quick repair or whether or not he'll be out for any extended period of time. If he is, certainly would be a big loss for the Sharks.
A big loss.
Held in just momentarily. Falcons have it, cross ice, just out of reach, but catching up to it is Turton. Turton shoots it towards the net, easily deflected across by Doucette. Back on the near side to Turton. Once again, he'll use the boards. That goes right over the stick of Ellis, so there's no icing. McAlpine back in his own end, chips it by the forechecker, picks it up, chips it by another, carries some good speed. Three's a charm. Got the player in front. There's the pass off of a skate, and Burgess finds it. Can't cover it up, though, but gets the help and clears the front. Senior had nobody with him. Would have been better. It would have been a better option to just dump it in deep instead of going cross ice. And instead, the puck comes right back in the Falcon zone. Up on the far side, chipped forward, but not out. Good work at the line by the Sharks, and they go for some changes. Fitch keeps the puck rolling around the near side, and they'll chip it out. Good weight on that one. Curling happening in Helvetion right now, so I have no problem using some curling sports lingo. Good tic-tac-toe pass up to Dayon. Dayon by himself, the shot, and it just sails wide. Coming back the other way, that's Hatt with it. Reverses it up the line. Gonna hold in, that's Dayon again. He can't get the shot through. They pick it up, back to the point, shot through a crowd. Glove save, Burgess. And he's gonna hang on to it, letting his team make changes.
Burgess looks really confident. He can see the puck coming in. He's all over it. He hasn't bobbled anything. He's not back down. He comes out, he cuts down the ankles, takes advantage of that crease, realizes he's untouchable in there. Use it to your advantage.
Face off, controlled by the Sharks. Shot from the point. That goes off of body, doesn't make it through. That was Cameron trying to get that one through the trees. Right in front. Off of a stick, and Burgess finds that one, covers it up for another whistle. 14:45 to go in the period. Shots on 1-6-1 right now. It doesn't seem that way.
It doesn't, and it's probably 3-1 scoring chances, but in the last couple of minutes, the Sharks have really been pushing the forecheck.
Once again, Christensen knocked out. Develair takes his place. Clearing attempt, goes off of a body. Backing up for it, making a very tricky move in front of his own net and losing it is number 9, Jodry. They're going to come away with it, though, take advantage of the puck. And Jodry backhands it in. Doucette tries to stop it. Pass in front, no, fans on it. Second attempt, and the Sharks clear it away. They are skating hard back the other way. Teo Donchemont with a shot that goes wide, hard off the boards. Back to the point, chip forward. Ellis pinches up, fires it back in, and the Sharks tag up and make changes. Pass up through the middle, goes off of a stick. Ellis has it. Ellis gets it back to McAlpine. McAlpine kicks it up to Christensen. Christensen bullies his way through a check. Doesn't keep the puck, but certainly kept his feet. That one coming back the other way is Turton. That had a nice hit on Dayon. Dayon with the puck, slides it over to McAlpine. Here's a shot, and that one just sails wide. That had a lot on it.
They've only registered 6 shots, and they've just missed the net at least another 4 times.
Noss with it, gets the puck up. Turton squeezes through a check, goes off the linesman. That allows Turton to gather the puck. Good defense, though. Carrying good speed the other way is Olivier Dayon. Coming in, cuts towards the outside, the backhand, the shot, save, rebound. Covered up by Burgess.
Fast play there by the Sharks, bringing it in. Had a 2-on-1 at the end, came across, but Burgess got the pads down.
Good counter by the Sharks. Turning speed the other way, and there's a quick shot. Rebound, backhand, score! Number 12, Colby Dayon, with his 4th goal of the year, opens the scoring with 13:05 to go in period number 1.
That's the first rebound Burgess has given up, and he paid for it. It popped right out into the slot. Here's your Carl Store replay. Shot from the point, he gets the blocker on it, but it comes way out.
And he's down, and he's low, and he's taking away the bottom of the net, which is what every goaltender is told to do.
Sure, he's playing the odds, but they put it over him.
Face off to the left of Burgess. Won by the Sharks. Shot through a crowd. Looked like Burgess was trying to steer that one into the corner. Instead, it popped up into his chest.
At this point, just freeze it, get the change, move on. Speaking with the referee now. Hey, ref, maybe you can keep an eye on that guy who's loitering in my crease.
Yeah. Face off, won by the Falcons. Back to the point. They get in front. There's a shot. And I'm not sure if Burgess got a piece of that, but it certainly went high. Pass in front. Behind the net. Quick one-timer. That can't make it through. Good pass in front by Caden Dayon, but it wasn't able to get it through. Dayon with it again. Good active stick by the Falcons, knocking that away. Falcons against the boards. Big check along the boards by Olivier Dayon. Back behind the net, that's Swinimer with it. Rips it around the boards. It's going to get chipped high up over the glass for a face-off back inside the Falcons zone.
Sharks are really taking it to the Falcons now. All the plays at their end. Shots are now 10-1. Scoring chances are going to be at least 7 or 8-1.
Haven't seen Zakar come back.
Nope, I haven't.
Face off the left side, won cleanly, but raked through the feet of Ellis. Ellis has to chase it down and check that. That's not Ellis, it's Brody Goodwin. He has the puck taken from him to the point, chip forward, but the Falcons could not do anything with that errant pass. Coming back the other way, Devalier picks it up, but there was a delayed penalty for high sticking. And going to the box are the Parma Sharks. Power play opportunity for the Falcons with 12:05 to go in the first period.
Christensen was trying to get around the man, and he tried to pull the old, I'll lift my stick up over you and get around you, and
Clipped him.
Got caught on the back of the helmet.
So a much needed offensive potential for some offensive pressure for the Falcons. The man advantage here, puck back into the Shark zone, and they're going to want to actually control some play and actually swing some momentum their way.
They have to. They have to take these 2 minutes. Even if they don't score, they've got to dominate the 2 minutes. They've got to play this 2 minutes in the Sharks' end.
All right. Oh, we missed the fact that there are 2 penalties. They're offsetting penalties. We saw the high stick on Christensen. The call only happened. I'm wondering if somebody said some of those magic words.
Well,
We'll have to wait for the announcement to see if maybe the Falcons penalty was an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
The initial call certainly very much seemed like a one-call high-sticking penalty. Shot through a crowd. Burgess calmly, collected, grabs that puck.
Well, yeah, the fact that the official didn't blow the puck until the Sharks got possession of it, it was going to be a Sharks penalty. Now, did he goad the other guy into saying something? Maybe.
Sharks, McAlpine with a shot off of the stick into the rafters, and a nice catch again by Callum Burgess. I think the first was roughing.
Roughing.
Okay. Obviously, it was happening at the same time.
Yeah, it had to have.
Anyways, 5-on-5 hockey. All that preamble about what the Falcons need to do on the power play, we'll hold that.
Well, they can still do it 5-on-5. They do need to take the play to PEB.
Yes, try to unslant the ice that has been slanted in their direction for the last 5 minutes.
He really has.
Cross ice pass. Good stretch pass on the far side. They've got men with him. Cross ice pass. There's a shot. And he can't slide. Riley Perry. It slides off of his stick. And Doucette makes the big save. But, I mean, he just had to leave the pad where it was.
What an opportunity.
Great pass. Coming back the other way. That's McAlpine with it. McAlpine tries to push it down. It worked last time. Coming back the other way. Falcons cross ice pass. That's picked off nicely by Miles Ellis. Doucette will stop this behind the net. Nope, he missed it, but McAlpine will go get it, as most of the Falcons players were making changes. Sharks didn't take advantage of it. Forechecking, well established. 2 of them chasing down. Good work. McAlpine gets it back. He goes the other way to Ellis. Ellis up through the middle. Drafty puck. It's going to hit right to Donchemont. Donchemont comes in, the shot, and it just slides wide. In his frustration, he takes off on the boards.
Back-to-back scoring chances from each team, and the puck slides off those sticks.
Cross ice in front. That's Laundry with it. That's slapped away nicely by the Falcons D. They'll set up back in their own zone. Back behind the net. Reversed again. Back up to Bezanson. Bezanson makes a nice move to get away from one. He's going to pick up that loose puck in the neutral zone. Going to check that. That's Ivanovic. And he throws it in. That's going to happen a few times, folks, and I apologize. Coming back, making a nice move through traffic. Looking for the return pass, and the pass was late because Caden Dale was skating hard, and I think he wanted that return pass. It didn't come. He had to slow down, and then the pass veered well in front of him. Pass in front, steered away nicely. Good team defense in there by the Falcons, protecting the front of the net. Another pass in front. That goes off for Burgess' stick. Back to Laundry. Laundry shot through a crowd, goes off the D and wide. Wrap around, there's a shot, just sails by the far side. That pass, it's chipped forward, held in nicely though by Caden Dayon. Back to the front, off a few skates, coming right in, there's a shot. And then Yes, I guess it was just a save. I wasn't sure if it went up into the mesh or not.
No, I think
It's a nice glove save.
Samuel Dayon spent that whole shift living in the goalie's kitchen. He was all over the front of the net, and at the very end, he got the free puck and was not rewarded. Burgess stole it.
Pays off on the far side. One cleanly back by Christensen. Ripped around. Pinching in is Brody Goodwin from the near side. He overskates the puck. Takes a big check. Didn't have the puck, though, so that's probably going to be interference. And there it is, interference.
I have a feeling if he had the puck, it was going to be boarding. That was a big blow into the net, into the boards.
So with 9:27 to go in the first period, number 7, Owen Swinimer in the box. 2 minutes for interference. And certainly a great opportunity for Paramba with an extra man to continue the offensive pressure they've held on to for the last 7 or 8 minutes. Face off, won by the Falcons, and they rip it down the ice. Olivier Dayon will set things up behind his own net. He comes this way. McAlpine goes the other way. Up along the board, just out of the reach of D'Entremont, and fired right back down by the Falcons. Crofton McAlpine with it behind the net. Tries the far side. Colby Dayon slows the puck down, but gets it over to Nate D'Entremont. D'Entremont reassesses his options and brings it back into the neutral zone. Back through the middle. Good opportunity now. I think this is Dayon. That shot goes off of a body and cleared out into the bench. Ooh, it's a shame. Lots of room, lots of time. Didn't have to go that high. You want to clear it.
No, it's true. They had iced it properly twice. They killed off at least 30 seconds. They could have just burned another 15 there, but to shoot it at the one part of the rink that doesn't have glass, that's going to happen.
Face off. Falcons jump in. That's knocked down with a high stick. If the Falcons are smart, they won't touch it at all. And they don't. And instead the face-off comes out down and will be outside the blue line of the Sharks.
You can see Cade Dayon say, what am I going to do? Just not touch it? Like if it's just sitting there, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, and you are. You've got to touch it.
He has to.
Breaking hard down the near side is Cameron. Cameron chips it in deep, chases it down. It's ripped around the board. It's going to be held in by Christensen on the other side. Falcons find that pass, though, and put it down the ice. Doucette will settle the puck and give it up to Caden Dayon. Dayon's got lots of room. Going to be chased down by Senior. Good pass through the neutral zone. Almost a collision, but Christensen breaks out of the way. Nice pass in front. Shot. Saved by Burgess. Rebound was free, but the referee completely blocked off. Assumed that Burgess had it.
Couldn't see it. No, I mean, it wasn't an obvious rebound, but it was free in front of him. Yeah, great setup there. Great play. Great passing play. Great attack there. Burgess slows the door again.
Face off along the near side. Dayon comes in. Gets it over to De Valère. De Valère's pass in front goes off of the leg of Jodry. He finds the puck, fires it down, and that one's going to make it all the way down the ice. 28 seconds to go in the power play for the Sharks. They make some changes coming out of their own end. One man pressing and doing a good job doing it. They're going to dump it down there and do the forecheck. Turton tries to fire it around. Christensen's going to keep that in. Makes a nice move to avoid the forecheck. Gains some space. Curls and saucer passes it to McAlpine. That shot, the redirect attempt. Burgess finds it, covers it up. And the power play just ends as he's hanging on to that puck. 7:25 to go in the period. And the score remains 1-0 for the Sharks over the Falcons.
Successful penalty kill, not exemplary by any means, but they got the puck out of there, and Burgess bailed them out a couple of times.
What, only one quality scoring attempt, really? And it was a quality one.
It was.
And not exactly the way you'd expect a quality scoring attempt during a power play. It was just like a great breakout through the middle. Puck along the backside. Forsythe gets it. It's going to get down the ice. That's going to be icing. Yeah. No hybrid call there. You didn't beat him.
What he lost his stick, he gave up a couple of strides thinking, well, what do I do? Do I keep going? Do I turn around? And by then he was not going to win the hybrid ice race.
Face off to the left of Burgess, won by the Falcons, but they lose it right away. Back to McAlpine. There's a shot, glove save. If he can see it, and it's from that far away, I think Burgess is going to make the save.
Another example, he goes down into the butterfly, but he catches most of the things in the air. He's not just putting the pads down and risking the rebound. If he can get a glove on it, he grabs it.
Falcons once again looked like they were going to win the face-off, but the Sharks come away with it, pass in front. And that goes off of a skate as Caden Dayon tries to get the puck. There's a quick shot from LeBlanc, and LeBlanc scores. Bang, bang. Right along the ice. Low, though, so it didn't hit the goaltender's glove.
It did. No, I think Burgess was a little bit startled. It was the type of the play from the area where you were. It's not necessarily going to be that kind of a shot. LeBlanc's not really that kind of a player. He's normally in front of the net deflecting and pounding in the rebounds. But yeah, he couldn't get the glove on. Not right along the ice.
And when you're going to see it happen, like the quick, he gets the puck and just
whips right around.
Just whips it. And yeah, I think he fooled Burgess.
I think he beat the butterfly. He did.
Yeah.
He did his 5-hole.
Coming back on, there's a shot through the crowd. Rebound, Burgess looking for it. Falcons come away with it. They've got some numbers cross ice, knocked down nicely out of the air by Ivanovic. He's going to try to chase down Dayon. Dayon gets the pass away. Up by the blue line. Sharks can't get it out. Carl Laundrie will try again. D'Entremont gets the lead pass out. Good forechecking along that blue line by the Falcons. They'll gain the red line and dump it right back in. Ivanovic chasing down Dayon. Dayon's lead pass goes off of a skate and flipped right back in. Ryland Sr. going after it. Instead, his right winger, Noss, is going to pick it up. Tries to get the pass in front. Sharks have some room. That pass a little too far in front. Falcons come back the other way. Laundrie goes cross ice, nicely over to Christensen. That pass is behind, but it looks like he's going to pick it up anyway. Good work along the boards, though, by Liam Hill to knock that puck free. He's going to get knocked down the ice, though. He's going to try to change, but he's going to be asked to come right back on the ice, and that's going to be Ryland Sr. Wanted to get off, but can't because he iced the puck.
What do? Do you just flip it down casually? Do you do what he did, but try to get a quick shot on goal? You risk the goalie playing it, firing it back up. Now you're caught on the change. Now you're tired.
Falcons win the face-up and then lose it again, right off of it, back to the point and out. That's going to give them some time as the Sharks tag up. It also allows the Falcons to make the changes they wanted to make. That one's flipped high and out into the neutral zone. Cameron tries to rip it back in, gets lodged up into some legs. Falcons looking for it. They'll swipe it in, skating hard as Cousins, but he can't get to it in time. Devilaire goes off the boards, held in. Swinging to miss the first time, but then Swinimer the second time gets it in. Swinimer fires that in, gets checked by Christensen. Falcons throw it back in. They'll tag up quickly. Back behind the net, Brody Goodwin has it. He'll reset around the boards, looking for Devilaire. Devilaire chips it forward. That gets by, and Christensen's going to get to it. Skating hard, pass in front, and a terrific setup for Théo D'Entremont. Wasn't that a great angle, but it was a great pass.
I can't keep my eyes off Swinimer and Christensen. They had offsetting minors earlier, and they went in it 2 more times in the last shift.
More to come. Falcons throw it back in and tag up. McAlpine in the corner. State keeps it on the far side. Tic-tac-toe up through the middle. That one's well read, though. Falcons come in, but can't control it. Alex Hill, it was just on the edge of his reach, and he couldn't really control it well. Turton reverses it to Hill. Hill back to the point. McAlpine shot, redirect. That one goes wide. Coming back on the near side, the Falcons try to chip it forward, pick it up. That pass through the middle could be a breakaway. Skating hard for it. It is going to be a breakaway. The shot, nice save by Doucette as he stretches out as Alex Hill tried to bring it all the way to the near side.
He outweighted him.
Once again, though, there haven't been a lot of great scoring opportunities for the Falcons. That was one.
That was great.
They've got some numbers. Gain in the blue line. There's a shot.
Couldn't stay onside.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it was. But it was a 3-on-2, followed up by the last one, which was the 2-on-1, which turned into a breakaway.
And it happens a lot, and here's a Carl Store replay.
Yeah, as you can see, he comes right across and just whiffs on it as he gets back out of it.
Okay, that was the Teo Donchema shot.
Yeah.
And here comes the other way.
Here's the save. All the way across. He waits out, he gets that left leg down, and he just pins it to the post.
Coming back the other way, we've got a hand pass, and we can keep talking about this instead. So great opportunities both ways, and I think we talked about this in other games too. That offside was an offside because you don't want to make, unless you're pressured, you don't want to make that left-right move in front of the blue line. Gain the blue line.
Gain the zone, then go across. You've got to play north-south between the blue lines.
Falcons getting the puck along the boards, getting that stick in there. Good forechecking work to the point and just out.
Did everything he can to just push that in a little bit farther, but I guess the blue line goes on forever like infinity. I'm not sure.
It does. 2 minutes, 59 seconds to go in our opening period. The Sharks hang on to a 2-0 lead. Back to the point. There's a shot off of a skate. Picking that up on the near sides, Nate Donchema. He stops and waits. Gains the red line. Pestered from behind by Ryland Sr. Donchema still with it. Tries the backhand pass. Still has it. Looking down. Takes the check. Slides it over to Caden Dayon. A little bit going on. I heard some oohs and ahs from one of the two benches. Chip forward. Laundrie did a beautiful job there to not really interfere, but just get in the way enough. Nate Donchema couldn't resist that one. Hit the puck in, even though his teammate was onside.
Cole was offside anyway, yeah. Little bit rough, not chippy, but just a little bit rough, like old-fashioned forechecking. Yeah.
No big size advantage for either team.
I would say the speed's even too.
Chip forward. That one's going to make its way out, and Lucas Cameron comes back with it. Cameron up through the middle. That goes off of a skate. Bad reception, though, and Christensen's got a player in front. Skating hard, looking for the pass. There's a shot. And I'm not sure if Burgess got a piece of it or if it went wide, but Burgess was covering as much of the bottom of the net as he could.
I think the net's off. Burgess came across and popped the thing right out. I mean, it wasn't intentional, but as he slid across, it came free. That faceoff's going to be inside. And here's your replay.
Carl Store. Okay, just missed.
He comes across, and as he hits the right post, the left one pops out. And like you said earlier, yeah, once they come free, you're stuck that way until there's a new flood.
Back behind the net. Going after it's Turton. Can't get there in time. Gets some help. Pushes the puck up to Hat. Falcons having some trouble. Here's a shot. That one goes off of the leg of the D. Back to the point. Goodwin takes it off the backhand and keeps it in momentarily. Some numbers, breaking out hard with some speed. Hugh Turton gains the blue line, tries to slide the pass over to Bezanson. Back behind the net, there's a pass in front. Nobody home for the Falcons. De Valère gains the blue line, tries to chip it forward. Caleb Jodry with it, makes a nice move to avoid the forecheck. Falcons get it to the Sharks blue line. Little neutral ice play in the waning moments of period number one.
A little pushing, a little shoving.
But nothing too bad.
No, there's a minute left. We'll be able to take a bit of a break. Still nothing on your card. No return yet. I haven't seen him.
Haven't seen him. And he had one glove off. Looked like he was holding his wrist. Sometimes you can get those sticks there, and I mean, that just, it's a guess.
Sure.
But it's just a hockey play that happens a lot. Gloves are very short now.
They are.
And so the wrist certainly is exposed way more than it would be, back in the day.
Although I didn't see him go to the bench in any discomfort at all. He just came off.
Sharks coming away with it. Dayon slides the pass over. There's a shot. Pad save, Burgess. He redirects that in. Less than a minute to go. Shot. That one goes well wide from LeBlanc. Chip forward. Played in the skates. The referee is going to want them to play that. It finally does scoot free. Olivier Dayon behind the net. We have another jam back there. Once again, referee wants them to play it. Quick shot. Big save, Burgess. He looked behind him. He wasn't sure he squeezed that arm down in time. LeBlanc looking for goal number 2.
That's where LeBlanc does his damage, right in the crease. He's either in the way, he's deflecting, he's screening, or he's in the right spot at the right time. His goal earlier proved that. He just turned around and whipped it. It didn't even look like it was going to be that big of a scoring chance. Surprised Burgess.
Falcons thrown out this time. Somebody was inside the circle a little too quick. That's going to remove Senior, and he's going to be replaced by someone else. I'm going to guess that is Jodry. Yep, 9. Oh, sure, change it on me. Just when I think I've got it right.
Well, you had it right. They just didn't agree.
And he probably couldn't go because he was the one that encroached.
Right.
Tip forward. 14 seconds left. There's a quick shot. Jodry looks around. I think was hopeful his defenseman was going to take that one, but when that wasn't happening, he was going to take another whistle.
And he knew they were under 20 seconds, so just got another shot on goal. You never know what could happen. Burgess gave up a bit of a rebound there, but pounced on it.
Falcons get that one. 8 seconds to go. Can they get a shot away? Gaining the blue line. They're onside. There's a shot. And that just sails wide with 3 seconds to go. And that could have been a momentum shifter right at the end of the period.
If that made the game 2-1 after all of that attack in their own zone, boy, that was big. That was big. What an exciting first period.
Our score after one complete, 2-0 in favor of the Parambah Sharks over the Forest Heights Falcons. I'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. This game brought to you by Carl's Store. And I know Brian Camo, who was here with me in an earlier game with Parambah, he swears on their beef jerky. Says, so if you want some beef jerky, go to Carl's Store. Mark, maybe you can do the recap of our scores in period number 1.
First, let me say Carl's Store is fantastic. It has stuff that I can't find anywhere else but there. So we're looking at 2-0 for the Sharks. Samuel Dayon opened the scoring. And as we talked about, LeBlanc got his first of the game shortly after that. Shots are 23-5 for the Sharks.
And Forest Heights was stuck on one for a long time, so they actually had a bit of a bounce back in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that period where they actually had some scoring opportunities that were, for the middle 10, non-existent.
The Sharks owned the middle 10. They really did. Yeah, Burgess is already at 21 saves. Yeah. If this continues, we're going to have another one of those 60-save nights where the guy stands on his head, they've got a chance. If they don't, it's going to be difficult. They've got to put some offense up there. Doucette looks good, but he's not really tested.
Hasn't been tested as much, although did have that big breakaway where he outweighted him. Yep.
Great save.
Yep. All right, so we'll take a bit of a break as the Zamboni cleans the ice. I'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. You can watch, I think they're already over, the highlights of period number 1, and we'll be back for the start of period number 2. Talk to you soon.
Let's go while those feet cold. You're just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe. Waste time with the masterpiece, to waste time with the masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm going up from here, sweet, sweet baby. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be pretty, you'll be Naomi. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Hot damn, see you licking frosting from your own hands. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes, man. I'm tired of all this candy on the dry land, dry land. Oh, waste time with the masterpiece, to waste time with the masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy, you're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up from here, sweet, sweet baby. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be pretty, you'll be Naomi. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Hey, so delicious. Talk to me, girl. Talk to me, baby. I'm rolling up from this sweet, sweet baby. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be pretty, you'll be Naomi. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy. That's right. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean.
Welcome back to the ice for your second period of play. Your Paramba Sharks.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Second period coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. My name's David Doucette. With me, Mark O'Connell. We had an exciting first period. That middle 10 owned by the Sharks, out shooting the Forsyth Falcons 23-5 in the first period. And on the scoreboard, it's 2-0. Full marks to the Sharks for taking this 2-0 lead in period number one, Mark.
And I've got giveaways 5-2 for the Falcons, not surprisingly. They sort of added to their own demise a little bit, especially in the middle of that first period.
And one errant rebound by goaltender Callum Burgess came back to haunt him. The second one was more of just a surprise shot. I mean, the shot was so quick, it beat him down into his butterfly. The first one, though, either steering it with the blocker off to the side, but he punched it right out and gave away the big rebound, and that was goal number 1.
Not to take anything away from his 21 saves.
Yeah, exactly.
This is still a game because of him.
There's a shot off of a stick. Right back to Jacquard. It's a good one. We'll talk about Jacquard in the next break. That's going to be chipped forward. Skating hard after it down the ice is Fitch, I believe. But getting there first is Cameron. Puck cleared back down into the neutral zone. Falcons have it. Stretch pass. Fired right back in by Hill. And he goes to the bench. Long changes in period number 2. Important to get a good forecheck in. Important not to get pinned in your own end. Because if you are pinned in your own end, you could be stuck there for a while. Back long. The back of the net. That's picked off nicely by Cameron. And he rips it around the boards. That seems to be a set piece for getting it out for Paramba. We'll talk about that in a second. Coming back is Hill. Hill stops. Nice pass in front. They've got some numbers. There's a shot saved by Doucette. Pass taken away. Doucette takes away the shot. Burgess comes out and plays that one. Stretch pass nicely up to Ivanovic. Ivanovic to Hill. Hill makes a nice move. Then taken off the puck. Leblanc with it. Leblanc up to Dayon. Olivier Dayon. Carries some speed down the far side. Taken out of the play. And the Falcons come back. To the point. Nice move by Ellis to get away from the forecheck. Gets it behind the net. There's a pass in front. That paddle down, and the net is, I'm going to assume, off. Was that just not seeing it?
I think the ref just lost sight of the puck again.
Nope, net.
Oh, it did come free. Okay.
So first let's talk breakout. They have a set play, and the Falcons have to do something about it where they literally rip it around the boards, and it's not even stopped. It's just redirected into the middle.
It's deflected into the middle where the guy's breaking out, and then he splits the 2 Ds, and now they're in the neutral zone.
Yeah. And they've done it a number of times.
And if we've spotted it, then that should tell you that the coaching staff should spot it.
So I know, if you're seeing that as a coach, what are you saying to your team? That player that's breaking, you've got to be on him. Like, you could have a...
Or you could pinch and you could get to the deflector before he gets the puck out.
That's right.
One of the two. You can't stand there because then you're flat-footed and they go around.
Yeah. But you've got to pressure somebody.
You've got to cheat to the middle of the ice and get the guy who's coming in between you, who you have to cut him off before he gets to you, or you've got to intercept that pass. If you know what's coming around the boards, and they're not looking, they're just firing it around the boards.
And they aren't.
Get in there and steal it.
A little bit of a mishandle at the point there by McAlpine. Quick shout out for McAlpine. We've got Aunt Erin and Uncle Tino Catania from America watching their nephew. And I know you're watching every game, and I know you always like it when we say hello. So, hello from Trident Media.
Nice.
No, I'm saying hello as your nephew couldn't hold on to the puck at the blue line, but that's okay.
It's a long game.
It's a long game. He'll do better stuff. Quick shot. Glove save. No, that one sails over the net. Back to the point to McAlpine. He flips that one high and up into the mesh. Maybe now's a good time. One of the rink, she's a rink staff that comes here, but she's also a Paramba student, was talking to us during the play and met up with number 9, Marcel Jacquard, out in the parking lot between periods, and Marcel told her he had a broken collarbone.
Not good news. That's not good news. We saw him favoring the arm. We thought it was the wrist. He was just stabilizing the entire arm.
He was slinging it.
We didn't see a hit that caused it, and whenever it happened, he went back to the bench, reassessed it, and thought, uh-oh, I got to get this looked at.
And likely thought it was just nothing, and then tried to lift his arm somehow and realized, nope.
It's not easy. It's happened to me, and the recovery, while it's about 4 to 6 weeks, there's not much you can do except not move.
And I think a lot of that would depend on the severity. There's a shot and a save. Rebound comes out. There's a shot. Score! And a great pickup of the rebound. And I can't get the name. It's either going to be Jodry or it's Turton. And it is number 9, Caleb Jodry.
That was a great snapshot. He really just fired that at the end. Doucette made the first save. He was all over it. He came across. And again, another shot. Here's the Carl Store replay. He makes the first save. It comes free. And it doesn't look like it's going to be the kind of spot where he lets a shot go. And it might have just surprised him. Top corner, really nothing he could do.
Coming back the other way. Dayon's shot goes off of a leg. Comes back with it. Skip forward. That one goes just wide. Burgess had to follow the bouncing puck. Gets back to the point to Goodwin. Goodwin gets it on his backhand. Good work to keep it in. Good pinch at the blue line by Goodwin. One more time, he keeps it in. 2-on-1 opportunity. Sliding it on the near side to Hill. Hill's got a player in front. Slides it in front. There's the shot. Goal!
We got a game now. Wow, what a 2-on-1.
And I believe it's number 10, Riley Perry.
Yep.
And there it is, and that's Riley's 5th goal of the season. Not surprising as a goal scorer for the Falcons. And here we go with 16:28 to go in the second period. Let's start it all over again.
Brand new game. Here's the replay here. It's a beautiful 2-on-1. Riley comes across, fakes the forehand, comes it onto the backhand, and Doucette can't do anything about it.
Fitch throws it down deep. That could be, no icing. They say Ellis could have played that puck. That or he might have skipped over top of the stick. Chip forward. Good pinch at the line there by Liam Hill to keep the puck in. Senior on the other side forcing it. A lot of jump in their step. It's amazing what a couple goals will do to your confidence. Plays slanted into the Sharks end here early in the period. I think we've got a blade issue potentially. No, he's just having trouble getting his feet. Coming back the other way, that's going to be chipped in. Falcons have it. They'll use the boards. That one's just a miscalculation of the angle off the boards for an icing with 15:36 to go.
I think he was trying a long pass. I don't think he meant to ice it all the way, but
yeah, I think he just missed the angle. But he knew what he wanted to do. Just
and now they get stuck not being able to change.
Once again, encroaching on, jumping in front of it though. That was a very nice play to take away the win of the faceoff by number 19, Evan Noss.
Don't normally see a team win the faceoff but not gain the puck.
And like lose it that quickly. Once again, good work along the boards. Gets it down to Caden Dayon. Dayon's got some speed. Chips it forward. Still has it. 2-on-1 opportunity with Dayon. Dayon shot! And Burgess gets a stick on it. Rebound, and Burgess comes up big. Right on the doorstep was number 9. No, it wasn't 9. Wait for it, number 5. Number 5, Teo D'Entremont. As soon as I said 9, I went, nope.
Nope. Two big saves for Burgess. He's right where he left off in the first period.
Face off, controlled by the Sharks. They get it back to the point. Cameron throws it towards the net. Burgess can't make the save. Pass in front. Opportunity. There's a shot. And that, I think, goes off the leg of LeBlanc. Plunked himself right in front of the net. Tries to go upstairs. Going after the rebound.
LeBlanc does some damage in front of that net. I think he made the save, actually, this time. But and the net's off again.
And obviously it's a safety concern. We all remember back in the day when there was a big old pole in there and they would not move and people would slide into it and get a lot of broken bones that way.
They replaced those with the magnets, which came off if you looked at them wrong. This is the best we've ever had.
Both teams having issues trying to keep in the faceoff circle. One to the near side, back to the point. Dayon throws it towards the net, just wide. LeBlanc leaves it. Lets Goodwin come in to pinch. That pass in front, good play, but it's going to be picked off nicely by Westhaver. Up along the boards by the defense, down the ice, hybrid icing though, that's not going to be called, so Doucette's going to come play it. Pinching in, held in nicely at the boards by Jodry. Going back for it's Goodwin. Goodwin rips it around the boards looking for Samuel Dayon. Cameron loses that one and it goes back behind his own net. They'll try the other side. LeBlanc takes his time, skips it up high into the Falcon zone, and that'll bring the faceoff back into the Sharks' end. 14-10 to go. And compared to the first period, certainly more back and forth in the initial 6 minutes of period number 2.
Much different game. I mean, glance across at the scoreboard, and you see 2-2, and you see the shots are 29-9. That doesn't seem possible. A lot of that's Burgess, but a lot of that's the Falcons so far in this first period. They got the early one, then they got a quick one, and like you said, it's a whole new mindset.
Caden Dayon can't get that pass across. Tries a second swipe, and it gets back to the Falcon D. Skipping cross-ice pass, well played through the middle. Good work by Ellis to get that skate down by that puck as well. Jodry's going to clear the zone himself, gets it out. Sharks almost play it. I don't think the Falcons realized they had as much time as they did to actually sit on that puck and make a solid pass instead of just swiping it into the neutral zone.
You were surprised as I was that Burgess was going to fire it down the ice.
Back behind the net has Dayon with it. Dayon makes a nice move, pass in front. Burgess gets a stick down. McAlpine's got room, but that shot goes off of the stick of number 18, Noah Ivanovic, into the mesh.
I think that's up into the rafters. Did he come back down?
I'm not going to lie. I rather enjoy saying Ivanovic.
Sure. I think they got to hunt down a new puck. Oh, he's got one.
Face off on the near side. Won by the Falcons. Into the corner, having a little bit of trouble, but squeezing it along the boards. Right back down. They'll pick it up along the boards again. Swinimer couldn't get it by. Sharks have it. That pass goes behind the net. Teo Donchma pass in front. Shot score! Bang, bang. Mathieu Devalere snipes one from the top of the slot in a quick pass.
Devalere, that's a snipe, I'll say.
And I'm trying to look, Mathieu, that's his second goal of the year.
Here's your Carl Store replay. Dump the bucket, it comes across. Devalere lets it rip from the slot.
So reestablishing a one-goal lead, the Sharks with a great play. Some good forechecking to get that pass in front. Pass to the front, that goes off of a stick into the glass. Passed out through the middle, chipped forward towards the net. Good feet work there by Landry to keep that in. Second time, chipped out. Picking the puck up is Caden Dayon. Runs into his own player, gives it up. Here's an opportunity, the shot. And not getting much on that at all was Carter Bezanson, who then also got his stick into the goaltender.
Made Doucette's job a little easy there. He didn't get much on it.
That was a frustration poke, shall we say.
They got away with it.
And it's surprising because gone are the days of if that puck isn't visible, you can't just hack at it anymore.
Well, it's not just isn't visible. You've got at least one, maybe two Mississippis to keep hacking at it.
Yeah. Puck and path, there's a pass, and that sails by. Coming back the other way is Olivier Dayon. Tried to go through the defenseman's skate, chase it down. Good work there. Good team defense as Fitch gets it to the blue line, but not out. Coming back the other way, we've got Alex Hill. Hill's got a player in the middle, but he's taken off the play nicely. Second shot gets towards the net, but stopped. Up along the boards. Picked up nicely by Dayon. Up through the middle, goes off of a skate. LeBlanc's going to go after it. Burgess knows it, comes out to play it, and it's funneled up the boards. LeBlanc tags up. Falcons go D to D. Cross ice, that one's going to end up getting redirected. Good opportunity for the Falcons. Coming into Jodry. Jodry takes a pass in front, and well defended in there by Miles Ellis to break the play up. Dayon, Olivier Dayon. Back pass, beautiful on the stick of LeBlanc, and LeBlanc cannot get the shot away because of a hook. Takes the second shot, just misses the short side. Will it be a penalty shot?
I don't think so, but he did draw the penalty.
McAlpine with it, throws it back. That would have been interesting. That was going right back towards the net, but Ellis gets the pass.
That was close.
Always fun. Chip forward. Colby Dayon. Saucer pass on the near side to Olivier Dayon. Olivier Dayon gets it into the corner. Pass in front. Goes through everyone. Dayon. LeBlanc with the shot. Save Pass in front, right through the crease. McAlpine winds up and fires one high, and that goes off the dasher and down the ice. Still a delayed penalty.
You don't see many 3-minute penalties. That's what this is turning into.
Carrying speed down the near side is Miles Ellis. Gets by multiple players before being taken out of the play. Tried to do a little too much individual effort there. Although, really, what's the damage? Face off back in this zone.
Right, and regardless, they weren't going to call you on a second minor. They nailed you the first time. You're still over there. Yeah, it's hooking. Here's the Carl Store replay. As he comes in, LeBlanc can't get the shot away, but draws the penalty. Clearly a hook.
So that penalty to number 10, Riley Perry. Pass in front. Burgess gets the paddle down to knock that back. Gets to the point. Dayon goes cross ice. Sliding it down to the far side. That shot right into Burgess, and he makes the save. It's a weak angle shot, but hey, fire towards the net. You never know if you're going to get a rebound. And that was Cameron setting up shop in, where Ovi likes to set up shop.
Burgess is fiddling with the net again.
At some point here, they might need to actually take the water bottle and squirt something down and maybe try to freeze something in there a little better.
There wasn't a lot of contact to cause that to move.
Puck knocked down, slid down. Falcons, good move to avoid the forecheck, but giving the puck up, pass in front. Unable to get it is Cole D'Entremont. Back behind the net. Sharks pick it up. That's Develaire. Gets a return pass. Goes cross ice, but Cameron couldn't quite get it. It was a little too far in front of him. There's a pass in front. The redirect in front. And a bit of jamming back and forth. And at some point, the referee's going to call some people, and they'll stop it.
They will. Yeah, Burgess is bailing him out again. The play's all the Sharks now. Here's your Carl Store replay. They're all over the front of the net. Burgess goes down and corrals the rebound.
Little. There's a quick shot. Once again, Burgess. That one straight into him, though. He got down nice and low and controlled the rebound. It was a nice hard shot from the point from Sawyer Christensen.
The Sharks are encroaching on the crease a little bit.
Face off, controlled in the corner by the Sharks. They'll dig it out. Develaire gets the pass in front. Sliding by with it is Christensen. Christensen back to Develaire. To the point. Dayon comes in, grabs it. He'll chase it down in the corner and settle it. Goes cross ice off of a skate. The Falcons can't find it, though. There's a shot through the pads and in. And I believe it's number 18, Olivier Dayon. And that was a bit of a CNI single right up through the middle. Power play goal for the Parambas Sharks, reestablishing the 2-goal lead that they had to begin the period with.
Burgess got caught in no man's land. He went into the butterfly, which he had to do. But as the puck was a few feet in front of him, he did the old, I'll try to get to it with the poke check, and I couldn't. Left the 5-hole open.
Face off, controlled by the Sharks. Coming back the other way. They'll chip it in deep. Doucette will stop it behind his net, leave it there. Thrown along the boards, looking for Samuel Dayon. He's taken off the puck. Back to Westhaver. He goes cross ice, up through the middle, just out of reach of Riley Perry. That clearing attempt. A little bit of frustration from McAlpine that way. He's just trying to go high off the glass, but got it a little too high.
Now they're going to be deep in their own zone for another faceoff.
Face off to the right of Doucette. Shot towards him, handled easily by Ellis, who kept it away. There's a nice quick shot from Swinimer, but it goes wide. Pinching from the other side. That one won't make it through either. Good team defense by the Sharks, not allowing pucks to get towards their goaltender. Cross-checking penalty coming up against the Falcons, I believe.
12.
And it's number 12, assistant captain Hugh Turton. Not the penalty you want to take behind the play.
Absolutely no need. He chased the guy down in front of him and cross-checked him in the neutral zone. Nowhere near the puck, nowhere near the play.
Face off, won by the Sharks. Back to the point. Into the corner, Samuel Dayan looking in front. Quick pass off the skates. LeBlanc scores! LeBlanc settled that pass down, took it off the skates, ripped the shot, low to the glove side. Nothing the goaltender could do. You've got to have more pressure on LeBlanc than that.
Both goals. The puck stayed on his stick a millisecond. He got it, let it go, both times. Surprised the goalie both times. There's the replay. Oh, he knew it right away.
So that's 2 goals for LeBlanc in the game. That gives him 5 for the year. Caden Dayan gets it to D'Entremont. D'Entremont's pass goes off of the skate. Nate D'Entremont flips it in deep. Burgess leaves it there for Hill. Hill goes off the boards hard. That's going to go down. Skating hard for it is going to be number 18, Ivanovic. That'll make Simon Doucette come out and play the puck. That's where you like that. That's where you like the hybridizing rule. You get rewarded for hustle like that.
You do, and it keeps the goalies in play too. They don't just stand there and wait for the puck to come back around. They'll actually come out, they'll get involved because they know it's going to be blown off.
Falcons have it. Sliding a pass over. Down deep. They've got some room. There's a shot. Pad down save for Doucette. Colby Dayan makes a nice move to avoid 1-4 checker. That could be an interference call.
I don't see any arms up. That could have been easily.
The puck never made it to him. I think he was anticipating making the big open ice hit, but the puck was deflected and never actually got to him. I think the referees might have saw that as a mid-ice or a neutral ice collision. Not the way I saw it.
No, well, I'm not going to say it was accidental, but at the same time, it wasn't malicious anyway either. Now we've got the puck was moved ahead with the glove.
Sharks control the draw. 7:26 to go in the second period. Back behind the net, Simon Doucette stops it down there for Brody Goodwin. Goodwin comes up the near side, is picked off. That shot goes off of Cameron's legs. Carrying some speed the other way is Christensen. Christensen passes in front, and it just slides off the stick of Mathieu Devalère. Christensen picks it up again. Reverses it down low, pass in front. Well defended in front this time. Chipped out to the neutral zone, out of danger. Coming back for it, that's Swinimer. Swinimer gets it up to Hill, who fires it in deep. Jodry is going to get there first in the corner. Leaves the puck and goes for the body. Pass in front, and unable to control it was Hill. There's a quick shot. Nice blocker save by Doucette as it veers up into the mesh for a whistle.
As soon as the puck got back to the point, Doucette came right out top of the crease, stood up, blocker up into the screen.
Face-off controlled by the Falcons, trying to chip it forward to Swinimer. He does. McAlpine's going to get there first, though. Dayan back to McAlpine. Second attempt to the line. Good work along the boards there by Cousins to hold the line. Bit of mid-ice collision that has LeBlanc coming in. Tries to make a move and has the puck taken away from him. Quick shot. Glove save by Doucette. He has some Falcons bearing down on him, so he'll hang on to it, allowing both teams to make saves. What did you see at the blue line? You saw something, to say a point, when LeBlanc was coming in.
Yeah, there was a couple of rough shots, and there was a couple of chippy slashes from behind as the play was turning back around, so they're ramping it up.
Yeah. Face off, won by the Falcons, back to the point, shot through a crowd. Doesn't make it all the way through. That was a good pinch at the line by Hill. Wasn't sure he actually had it. Oh, Hill did not see Senior on the other side. Instead, he just put it in deep. Always a safe play. Breaking back the other way is Colby Dayon. Pass over to D'Entremont. That's taken off. Hill on the ice. The puck's underneath of him. That's never fun.
They're never going to blow that dead.
Dayon's pass off of the stick. Chip forward. They've got some room. There's a shot off of Doucette's shoulder. He's looking for the rebounds. Great opportunities. Ivanovic with the first shot, and then he couldn't slide the pass over. Ivanovic again gets it back to the point to Hill. Hill shot through a crowd. Good save. Rebound. Another save. Ivanovic passes it back to the point. Held in nicely. Cross ice to Hill. Hill to Ivanovic. Back to Hill. Back to the point. There's a shot through a crowd. Sails wide. The rebound. And Doucette scrambling all over the ice. Covers the puck up.
Are the Falcons on a power play?
It looked good. First best shift they've had this period.
They were peppering Doucette left and right. And the one shot in the that he took in the left shoulder almost handcuffed him. You know what it's like? I can't lift my shoulder up and I can't get my glove onto it. Almost flipped up and bounced right over him. Here's the replay here. They're all over the net. A couple of big rebounds too. Did not look like a 5-on-5 shift at all.
I'll call the play while you're watching the replay. Back in the corner, Falcons still have some good forechecking. Pass in front, that goes through some legs. Held in at the point, fired towards the net. Deflection attempt goes wide. That pass goes through the blue, but then comes out as the defense was making changes. Churton gets it on the near side. He'll get the return pass. Firing it in. Most of the rest of that line needs to make a change right now. Doucette plays it weakly along the boards to De Valère. De Valère gets it back down deep to Goodwin. Goodwin with a nice lead pass up on the near side. Pinching in is Hill. Good work by Hill keeping that in. He's got a player in front of the net. There's a shot. Deflected in front, and Doucette makes the save. Another shot. Another save. Cleared out to the point, and the shots are ramping up here in these last few minutes for the Falcons.
We spoke earlier about the Sharks breakout play and how are the Falcons going to defend it. Liam Hill did exactly that. Pinched in, took the pass, got a shot on goal out of it.
There's a shot, goal! And after all those saves, I don't think it was redirected. I think it was Westhaver who got the goal. Let's see who actually, maybe it was redirected, maybe it was a deflection in front. We'll see who's going after the...
It surprised him,
it's
certainly.
It's 9, it's Jodry. So it wasn't the shot from the point. It was a deflection in front by Jodry. Here's
the replay. You can see Doucette moves a certain way and it comes back across and gets handcuffed. It totally changed direction. Yeah. He was sliding across into the butterfly, and then as he moved, it went under the arm.
Back to a 2-goal game with under 4 to go in the second period. Falcons get it, trying to chip it in deep. Westhaver loses control, gets enough of it to at least let Dayon fire it in. Westhaver behind the net, makes a move, loses control, but nobody there for the Sharks. That pass goes off the glass and out. Falcons control it, but only momentarily. Samuel Dayon carries it along, back behind the net. He's pinched off along the boards. That was a nice check. Hatt loses control, gives it up to Turton. Turton keeps the puck rolling around the far side. That same breakout play that the Sharks were using, the Falcons have used a couple times now. Chip forward nicely to Bezanson. Bezanson shot, blocker save, big rebound. Pops up upstairs, and the bouncing puck finally controlled by Dayon. Dayon the near side stops, slides a pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc shot off of a stick and goes wide. Coming back the other way. LeBlanc with it. Gets a nice pass up, and it hops over top of the stick of Cole D'Entremont. Using the back of the net. Never a big fan of that one as a goaltender. Saucer pass through the neutral zone, at least clears the zone. McAlpine has it. His pass goes off of a body. He has to back up. I believe I just heard that it was actually number 8 Westhaver, so it was a shot from the point that got through there. I think that's what I heard as the goal scorer.
It's not deflected.
Cross ice pass opportunity. There's a shot off the post, a rebound. Second rebound, looking for it, and they cannot find the back of the net. Back in deep. Good work by the Falcons, trying to make this a 1-goal game before the end of the second period. Olivier Dayon gets the puck, loses it. good forechecking work, good tenacity by this Falcon team here in the second period.
This is how the start of the period started. This is how they got their 2 quick goals.
D'Entremont slides a pass in front, just a little behind Olivier Dayon. He couldn't control it. There's a pass in front. There's a shot, rebound, shot, goal! Cole D'Entremont, number 16, benefits from being in the right place at the right time.
Burgess made 3 saves in a row. He just couldn't get to the 4th one. They were all over the crease. I think the Falcons were at the end of a long shift.
That they controlled a good part of.
They did. They really did, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame to put on all that kind of pressure, and you're getting down to a minute and a half left in the second period, and you're back down to 3-goal lead.
One minute, 37 seconds to go in the second period. Here's the Carl Store replay. I'll call the game while this is going on. Back into the zone. Up to Dayon. Dayon cross-ice pass just off the skates of De Valère. Dayon picks it up again. Tries it over to De Valère again. De Valère brings it into the corner. Skips away from the check. There's a pass in front. That one sails. That was like a hard shot in front. Nobody was going to receive that pass. Back behind the net. Dayon uses his body, gets it back to Dayon, who gets it down deep. Swinimer off the boards, chipped forward, but not out. Second attempt doesn't get out. Third attempt finally gets it to the neutral zone. Good work. Coming back the other way, we've got the Falcons with it. Cross-ice pass, well blocked by Carl Laundrie, taking it away. Back behind the net, picked up, fired towards the point. Westhaver worked one time. There was a deflection from the high slot from Perry. Went over the net. There's a shot. Rebound off the post again. Make it 2. Back to Westhaver. Westhaver shot through a crowd. Goes off of a leg into the corner. Swinimer pinches in. Passes it towards the net. Towards Doucette. And he finds the puck and covers it up. Cooler heads prevail as the whistle blows.
Again, for a 1 minute period, for a 1 minute chunk of time, they're all over the Sharks. They're all over Doucette.
Far more better shifts in period number 2 than period number 1 for the Falcons.
Much better. Here's your Carl Store replay. Doucette with the save, comes across, and the post helps him out. We'll say the outside of the post.
And how is this game different with 2 posts? If those 2 posts are 2 goals, we've got a 1-goal game.
Look, I understand the shots are 2-1, but they're only down 3 goals, and they've brought the play to the Sharks just as much in the second period.
Well, yeah, where were the shots after the first period? Did you keep track?
Yeah, it was 23-5.
So, I mean, by comparison, in the second period, it's a lot closer.
And if Falcons can stay out of the box, it wouldn't hurt them either. Cole D'Entremont's got 2 power play goals. So.
.4 seconds left in the second period. Face off on the near side, chip towards the point, shot towards the net. That's going to be taken away nicely. Olivier Dayon with the last gasp opportunity just fires it into an empty corner, and that should end the period, and there's the horn. So our score after 2 complete, I was just watching, I'm seeing the Sharks player go and talk to Burgess, and I wasn't really sure. And I mean, some of these players literally could have been on minor hockey teams together, even because they're both South Shore, and a lot of times those teams combine when you get to a higher level.
Oh, the PEB players are seeing what we're seeing. Burgess is having a great night.
Yes.
A great night. I mean, it's 6-3. he's made 34 saves. The game's only at 2 periods old.
Scoring recap for period number 2, Mark.
So the Falcons come out of the gate quickly and tie it up with 2 quick goals, Baudry and Riley Perry. And then, of course, the Sharks pull down 4. Delvilliers, LeBlanc's got his second one, and Cole D'Entremont with 2 power play goals.
As we said, shots on net 40-21 in favor of Paramba. Goals 6-3 in favor of Paramba. We'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. This game brought to you by Carl Store. Mark and I will take a break while the Zamboni cleans the ice. You can watch some replays courtesy of Josh from period number 2, and there were a lot of them in period number 2. We hope you enjoy them. We'll be back for the start of period number 3. Bye for now.
welcome back to the ice for the third period of play, your Paramba Sharks.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Third period coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. This being brought to you by Carl Sport, coming to you from the Yarmouth Heritage Center, where the hometown Paramba Sharks lead position to Forest Heights Falcons 6-3. A very exciting second period, Mark. And you can talk a little about the shots on net and how it went back and forth.
It did go back and forth, and on paper the game was much closer than it seems. Shots on goal were 17-16 Sharks, leaving both teams with exactly the same number of saves at 13. The difference, a couple of power play goals for the Sharks, some questionable penalties from the Falcons.
And we missed it, but there was a late penalty because right now the Falcons have a power play. So I'm not sure when that happened.
That must have been assessed at the end of the
like
period?
it's not the end because it was like 10 seconds to go or so. But anyways, Falcons are on the power play. I was looking, saying, why are there only 4 people out?
Right.
Let me back the other way is Christensen. Christensen loses it to the point. Chip forward. Falcons trying to reset at their own blue line. Nice move through the center zone by Bazanson. He goes down the far side, slides the pass in front. That's picked up by Cameron, who gets it to the point. Bouncing puck, redirected in front, but it goes wide, and the Sharks pick it up, find the shooting lane, and fire it down the ice. Burgess played that one just a little too slow, and a great active stick in the corner by I think it was 14. Yes, it was, Caden Dale. Back behind their own net, Falcons. 39 seconds to go in the power play. Cross ice. They'll break it out. That pass a little behind, but picked up nicely by Hatt. Cross ice. Off of the stick of Hill. He gathers it, waits, slides it towards the middle. There's a shot, redirected in front wide. Rebound bounces up, and the bouncing puck, swing and a miss by number 10, Riley Perry. And he got flattened after missing the puck.
He did. They're putting the pressure on. This is good power play. They get another quick one here. It's just like the start of the second period.
Falcons, a little bit of miscommunication on who had the puck. Sharks come away with it. They get it poked away, but backing that up is Cameron. He comes in with a big slap shot. That goes off a stick and wide. Back to the point. Down low, Owen Swinimer with it. Comes up on the near side, too hard. That pass couldn't be, it wasn't controlled by Hill. Pass in front. LeBlanc looking for it, has it. Slides the pass over, shot through a crowd. That goes off of the skate and wide. Laundrie comes in from the point. He takes, he misses the hit. Avoids the hit. That pass in front, the Falcons are going to get. They'll break out of the zone. They've got some numbers. Lead pass onto the stick of Noss. Noss was going to be caught. Slides the pass over. Back to the front. Good stick handling. Behind the net, Ivanovic has it. Gives it up. Turton. Back to Turton. Back to Ivanovic. Back to Turton. He chases it down behind the net, looking for Swinimer. Swinimer loses it, but there's a shot. Rebound. A little slow getting helping out there was the defense. He should have just banged that into the corner. That one's chipped up high onto a girder and actually into the stands, something you don't see too often with all the Met.
Got over the netting.
Good shift after the power play shift again for the Falcons, trying to get that puck into the net. They can't seem to corral that bouncing puck and get a hold of what is a good scoring opportunity.
3 minutes in, they've controlled the entire 3 minutes. Maybe one good scoring opportunity.
Face off on the near side. Back to Ellis at the point. His shot. There's a rebound. 2 saves, 3 saves. And Burgess keeps the pad down. Shutting the door. There's a shot that doesn't go. Oh, a little too quick with that pass by Bazanson. But the Falcons come away with it anyways. That one goes into the Sharks bench for a whistle with 16:37.
Here's your Carl Store replay. They are all over.
2.
Burgess got at least 2 in there, maybe 3. And they panicked on the breakout. They had a 2-on-1 set up. Couldn't see the open man.
Sharks get the puck into the Falcon zone, but they'll control it in their own end. Jodry. Saucer pass up through the middle. We got a breakaway for Perry. There's a shot. Save! Closing the 5-hole. Simon Doucette.
Excellent scoring chance. Doucette shuts him down.
Great set play, though. Saucering that stretch pass high, and it worked perfectly.
Sure did. We totally caught the Sharks D by surprise.
Hill behind the net, passes it in front, right between 2 players. And the Falcons have to exit the zone. Turton, back behind his own net. He's going to be chased down by Cole D'Entremont. Good work by D'Entremont. Turton reverses it. Comes back the other way, up along to Hill. Hill slides it by. That's going to clear it into the neutral zone. D'Entremont goes cross ice. Off with the stick of Caden Dayon. He chases it down. Gets it over to Cameron. Cameron has it. Hard off the boards. Well defended along the boards by, I think it's Turton. Yes, it was. And he dumps it down deep. Nate D'Entremont. Back pass to Dayon. Up along to D'Entremont, who gets it up to Dayon. This is Olivier Dayon with a shot blocker save. Puck going there. We've got people in the stands trying to get by. Puck in the far corner. Back to LeBlanc. He knew what he wanted to do, but he couldn't set up. Second attempt. There's a shot. Burgess finds it. Covers it up, and no, it is a goal. Thought I heard a whistle.
I heard a whistle, but
It might have been after the goal was scored.
Okay, I thought he was pointing that the puck was dead, but...
And based on who's getting the handshakes, it's number 18, Olivier Dayon. Here's the Carl Store replay. See if we can see it. Redirected, rebound, second rebound. Yeah, definitely wasn't covered.
Nope, it wasn't. It was fully open.
Cameron with it, off the boards looking for LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets the puck. There's a quick shot, a big shot, and just getting a piece of it was Burgess as LeBlanc was going after that short side.
Another quick release for LeBlanc.
Cameron with it, up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc can't handle the pass. Coming back the other way is Ivanovic, pass in front. And that's steered aside nicely by the defense of the Sharks. LeBlanc taking into the boards, and he'll go off on the change. Chip forward, Falcons in their own end. Reverse it, go up on the boards. Ellis can hang on to that puck. Crofton McAlpine back in his own zone has it. Making some changes, there's a lead pass, and it's just behind Dayon. Burgess comes out and plays it, fires it along the boards. Falcons lose control, opportunity. There's a shot, Burgess keeps the pad down, taking away the short side. Both teams looking to lodge that puck free. Referee saying play on. Dayon comes away with it. He absorbs the check but loses the puck. Circling back into his own zone is Turton. Behind his own net, gains some speed. Backhand pass just a little in front, and Ellis gets the puck in the neutral zone. To be a neutral zone face-off with 13:27 to go in the third period. 4-goal lead. If the Sharks can score a eighth goal, it would go to straight time. Here's a replay. Here's the check that we were seeing. Or an attempted check.
It was more of an attempt, you're right.
Laundry dumps it into the far corner. Westhaver can't control the puck. That passed. Nobody left in front for the Sharks. Chip towards Burgess. Leaves it there for Westhaver again. Westhaver tries the far side this time. Falcons able to get the puck into the neutral zone. Dump it down. Skating hard after, but I think Laundrie's going to get there first, and he does. Gets it over to Théo d'Entremont. Théo loses it. Little scrambly play, but the Sharks finally come away with it. Good work at the blue line by Christensen, stopping that play. Coming right back with it, though, is Jodry. Jodry on the back end. Slips it to the forehand, but couldn't squeeze it upstairs. Icing with 12:35 to go. Interesting conversation with the coach of the Parham Sharks at the beginning of the game. Everyone local that's listening knows about our lobster fishery, and dumping day, the official start of the season, is in 2 days on Monday. And they literally use that weekend as what would be considered a tournament weekend to make sure that no games are scheduled, because he knows how many people, how many players he would lose, especially in that opening 2 weeks of lobster season.
You're allowed to do partial scheduling of yourself. Generally, it's used for some sort of a tournament. In this case, it's used for we'll call it a work break.
Yes.
And very important to this part of the province.
Back on. That puck slid into the corner. Cameron's going to get there first. He goes high along the boards, and it skips out. Skating down forward is Turton. He's going to get there by being chased by Nate d'Entremont. Stops behind his own end and reverses it. That pass trying to find its way through, but it had too many bodies to get through. Good back check by Perry, though, to get the puck. Second attempt, and he'll just chip it down. Brody Goodwin goes up, stopped at the point, shot from through a crowd. Nice save, Doucette, as he covers it up and doesn't give up the rebound.
Top of the crease, butterfly, saw it all the way. Covered it up, not going to give it away.
Interesting how the shots, like we could tell that that second period was really a back and forth period despite the goals. Power play goals kind of tipping the scales, if you will. But the shots on net were so much more even. I mean, just a one shot difference as compared to period number one.
And goalies dead even at 13 saves apiece.
Face off into the corner behind the net. Getting there first is Perry. Perry's pass in front gets knocked down by Ellis. Sliding back the other way. It looks like Kobe Dayon's going to get there first. He does. He tries a saucer pass in the middle. Skips over top of d'Entremont's skate. Coming back the other way. Not seeing the pass was Perry. Looking for the return pass, but Ellis gets it. Ellis fights through a check. Can't get the puck in deep, though. McAlpine bears down as if to level a check, but backing off right away. And we've got a penalty.
They're getting Ellis for slashing. He was going back and forth, and he took one final last swipe, which hit the shin pad, and the crack reverberated. The official saw the swing.
Great opportunity with a 4-goal deficit, 11:25 to go. And we've seen the Falcons have better control after period number one of the play. So they need a good power play, and they need to actually find the back of the net.
The story of this game are the power play goals.
Great work at the blue line. Unable to control it, though, is Dayon. Falcons have it in the neutral zone. Breaking it back in. They'll dump it in deep. They're going to have to get in there quick. Senior chasing down Caden Dayon, who rips it around. Stopped at the point. Thrown back in deep, looking for Senior. Senior behind the net, pass in front, hits the back of the net. Back into the corner. Ellis gets it down deep, gets it over to Laundrie. Laundrie to the point, and not holding the line was the Falcons defense, and they'll have to wait. Nice move, though, to get around two forecheckers. There's a shot, pad save, rebound, second attempt, and it's deflected away nicely by Caden Dayon. Max Fitch with it. Looked like he was looking to give up the pucks. Coming back short-handed the other way. Dayon with a shot. And another save by Burgess.
You got part of it.
Knocked down nicely. Coming back the other way is Turton. Turton with the pass to the middle. Broken up nicely by Devalere. Back in their own end. Saucer pass. Nobody looking for it. Not going to be gloved ahead. It's in the defensive zone. You can touch it. There you go. I know he was holding off thinking he couldn't.
He was.
Right back. Good PK so far in the first minute and a half by the Sharks. That's going to come all the way down. No icing. Good work to get the puck. Falcons making changes, but an errant pass allows Colby Dayon to easily fire the puck down the ice. Only 15 seconds to go in the power play.
Great penalty coming by the Sharks. Not only are they keeping the Falcons out of the zone, they're controlling the play.
Quick shot. Nice save by Doucette. Into the butterfly, takes it off the arm, and more importantly, doesn't give up a rebound.
6 seconds left in the minor penalty.
Face off to the right of Doucette. Cleanly won. A cross ice pass. Swimmer with it. Oh, and at the side of the net. Beautiful setup at the side of the net for Hill, but he couldn't get it in. There's a shot. Huge save by Doucette. Pass in front, backhand. That one goes wide. Sharks get it. Looking to clear it. Can't. Good work by the Falcons to keep the puck active in the Shark zone. Gets back in. There's a quick shot. That one sails high by Alex Hill. Puck held in by Swimmer behind the net. Pass in front. On the backhand, though. If that had been on the forehand for a one-time shot, it might have been too much to ask for Doucette.
This is the third time following a Falcons power play. They put on more pressure when they get back to 5-on-5.
Gaining the zone, we've got Turton. Turton on the near side, trying to get around the D, does. Looking in front, passes it off of a stick. Going in deep for it, Turton all over the ice. Followed his own pass. Sorry, that was Cousins getting back for it. Turton tries to get it in deep. They do. Cousins skating after it, taking Cameron off the puck. Good shift again. Breaking in, but giving up the opportunity. Coming down the other way is Olivier Dayon on breakaway. Goes the deep. There's a big save by Burgess. Taking away the lower part of the net. Getting the pad and the paddle down.
Chances back and forth.
Cameron with it. Cross ice pass, skips off the boards, picked off nicely by Olivier Dayon. He can't get it out though. Falcons can't control the puck and get it deeper. Cross ice pass, getting there just in time. It's going to go on the other side to Hatt. Hatt circles back to his own blue line. Fans on a clearing attempt, coming back the other way, double team, there's a shot, and Burgess with another save. And I believe that was Samuel Dayon that time. Back behind the net. Nice move to get away from the forecheck, but couldn't get away from the second player. Off the glass, held in by Ellis. Ellis has room, blocker save, and covering it up is Burgess for a whistle with 7:21 with a Stack'em game going on the boards.
Impressive, look at that. How many rows have we got there? 5, 6? Did you notice when the play was in that corner, the kids were holding it up so it wouldn't topple over? And now they're on TV.
Face off, won by the Sharks, McAlpine with it. Backhander, off of a stick. Rebound on the other side, bouncing puck, and LeBlanc can't settle it. Here's an opportunity through the middle, but great skating, great back skating by the Sharks as they came back 2 across to outskate the Falcon player. Up along the boards, under 7 minutes to go. Cross ice pass outside the reach of Dayon. Dayon slides it down to LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it back to Dayon. There's a shot. Saved by Burgess as it's into the corner. Good tussling in front of the net. Both pushing. 2 sets of it going on. There's going to be some penalties here.
There's no way they ignore all this. If nothing else, they're going to have to make a point. There's 7 minutes left here, and they don't want the last 5 to go nuts.
Well, one person going into the bench is number 19. It looks like Samuel Dayon. Nope, wrong Dayon. It's 18, Olivier.
Olivier's in the cage.
Olivier on one side, and it looks like Hugh Turton on the other side. And there were 2 sets of things going on. You could very easily have 2 sets of players from both sides going on.
Sure, I think that's too much of a message. I think offsetting here shows everybody that, hey, smarten up. Here it is here. Same old, same old. They're peppering Burgess. He's making the saves. He's down. I don't know if the puck's loose or not, but Dayon's taking some royalties with him, and the defense are none too happy.
And Burgess playing a peacemaker.
Look at that.
So back to 5-on-5 hockey. Falcons come away with it. Nice move. Skating hard down the far side is Jodry. Jodry with a shot. Saved by Doucette. Pass in front off of a skate. Right at the side of the net. And I'm thinking the net probably came off as Doucette tried to grab that puck and get it by to take away the short side. And that's exactly what did happen. Linesman come in to fix the net. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Face-off push forward, gets to the point, shot through a crowd, save Doucette. Coming back off, Develaire gets a lead pass up to Christensen. Christensen makes a move, gets it towards the goaltender, but Burgess comes out and plays it and clears the zone himself. Dayon, that shot goes off of a leg into the near side. Landry keeps that in, gets the return pass, makes a nice move to avoid one forecheck. That gets all the way to Burgess, surprisingly. Pass in front, swiped away. Christensen has it again. Christensen stops, looks, back to Landry. Landry's in a good spot. That shot off a leg. Christensen comes by, looking for the wraparound, goes to the far side and scores! Sawyer Christensen, first goal of the game, I think?
It is, first goal of the game for Christensen.
5th goal of the season.
Absolutely roofed it. Very little Burgess could do. Here's your Carl Store replay. Puck comes back to Christensen and he just roofs it. Burgess is still on the ground. He's in the butterfly. Can't get up in time and it beats him high on the left side.
So we are into. We had a little bit of cross-checking going back and forth. We're watching what's happening behind the play as Cameron.
Sharks are bringing out another attacker. The play was blown dead.
The play was blown
that.
down because of the,
quite frankly, there were three
so
things.
this all happened because Cameron threw a good check.
He did.
And there was nothing wrong with the check. It wasn't a dirty check. The Falcon player that is now in the box took exception and cross-checked.
Quite frankly, there were 3 infractions they could have called. They called the first one to make a point.
Now we've got 3 people in the box for the Falcons. And we've got running time because we're into a 5-goal lead. So they've got 4 people on the ice. I'm thinking those have to be misconduct penalties.
They have to be
because it's still 5-on-4.
It's still 5-on-4.
So we're waiting to kind of clear up what is happening. And as all this is happening, because we've hit the 5-goal margin, the clock continues to run. If it is just a 2-minute penalty, and I think that's what we saw cross-checking, and it wasn't up at the head, it wasn't, it was into the body. So as far as cross-checks go, I don't think it's gonna escalate to 4. And here's the first check. You know what? I have seen head contact penalties called for much less than that in this level.
Sure, and you could also say it was a little bit late too.
And there it is, head contact, and there he is in the box. So maybe, although I can't say that would have been called right away. So that obviously was something else. We'll have to kind of wait and see what the call is. How many, one of them could be offsetting minors, one could be the original minor, and one could be misconduct. That's my guess.
One of them has to be a misconduct or they would be down more.
No, they are down more.
Oh, they are down. They're down to 3.
Yeah, and one is a double minor because it's 6 minutes. So this is going to basically, we're going to see whether or not this escalates in the final 3 minutes. Play in the, that's the original penalty, cross-checking. What about the other 2? So those are 2 of them. We're still waiting for the other one, and if you're going to let this go, this is going to happen. Burgess needs to get back in his net right now.
You know, with the running clock, the officials can slow play it all they want. There's 2 minutes left. They don't even need to drop the puck, seriously.
that's going to be straight out. And I believe that could be Hugh Turton leaving the game. Well, it's going to remain 5-on-3. You can't get any worse than 5-on-3.
Nope.
So I think they just got rid of 2 people in the box because it was, yeah, I'm still having trouble. Here's a replay, the scrum of the corner. And it really got bad there.
Oh.
The cross check to the head.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's suspensionable. That's just not kicked
and
out of this game.
And I'm thinking whether that's going to be a match penalty.
Oh, yeah.
As we talked about the first cross check earlier, where it's like, it's just a minor when you're cross checking him in the arms. But when you go up into the face like that, I wouldn't be surprised if he's missing more than 1 game.
Don't expect to see him tomorrow afternoon.
Somebody has to take his place, though, for the original call.
Somebody's got to serve it, right.
And the serving of it isn't even going to happen until that first 10 seconds is done.
Right. And keep in mind, all of this is happening while there's 43 seconds with the running clock going.
Back to the point. McAlpine has it. LeBlanc's going to take a shot because he wants the Hattie.
He wants the Hattie.
He'll chase that down. 27 seconds to go. Lots of room. Blanc comes in. Makes that little move right inside the blue line, and that's going to be enough to end the game.
The pre-blue line dipsy doodle will end this game.
And I think both teams are literally just going to go to the bench right now, realizing that it doesn't make any sense to drop the puck. With things that have happened, we're better off just closing it down like this. Make the final. The Paramba Sharks 8, the Forest Heights Falcons 3. The exact same score that Paramba beat Forest Heights in Forest Heights a couple of weekends ago.
True, same score.
Goal scoring in the 3rd period.
So the Sharks pulled up 2 more. Olivier Dayon and Sawyer Christensen. That was it.
That last goal coming with about 5 minutes left in the game, bringing it into that 5-goal lead.
Getting into the 5-goal lead.
Allowing the run time, which quite honestly, the way it ended was a very good thing because we could have had a lot more conversations in the corner than we ended up having without the straight time.
There was at least 4 minutes taken up by the officials' decision making, as opposed to if that was stop time, you'd have seen at least 2 more scuffles.
I think so,
yeah.
The way it was going.
Yeah.
And coming right back from this, the Forest Heights Falcons play tomorrow afternoon against the Yarmouth Vikings. I'm sure they're staying in town, but it's a quick back-to-back. It's no quicker than a tournament, though. And I guess we'll have to see. I know you're listening to the PA right now, which is great because I'd love to hear what happened to the last player, whether or not it was a match penalty or not. But we'll have to look it up and find out. We'll certainly find out because Forest Heights is playing tomorrow, and we can just look it up online as well.
Are we going to be able to see Turton tomorrow at all or not, or who knows?
Yeah. And certainly going to wish our best to Captain Marcel Jacquard for the Paramba Sharks, leaving midway through period number 1 with what we have determined to be a broken collarbone. Hopefully it's minor, and in that 4 to 6 week range that it tends to be, he's more on the 4 side and not the 6 side.
Yeah, reports are he's getting checked out tonight. We'll see how he's feeling.
Last thoughts on the game, Mark?
It was very good. Again, we weren't around for the first match 2 weeks ago of the 8-3. We get the same score here. The Falcons took the play to the Sharks throughout most of the second period. Dumb penalties. They gave the Sharks 2 power play goals in the second period to reestablish the 2-goal lead versus the time where they tied it up. And then it got chippy and it got stupid in the 3rd period.
As it does at times at this age level late in a game.
Yeah.
So we'd like to thank everyone on behalf for watching Tried Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, and my partner today, Mark O'Connell, and all the volunteers behind the scenes and behind the cameras, we'll say good night for now as you're watching Josh's highlights of the game and 3rd period. And remind everyone that tomorrow afternoon we've got the same Forest Heights Falcons against the hometown Yarmouth Vikings. Bye for now.